Good morning. This is my left flower bed. I have to replace some of the rocks here and finish putting in the ground. I have a black lace elderberry, so that will be planted in the ground, and that takes care of that space. Here I have in that black raised bed, that's collard greens and broccoli in the center. And I have a dogwood tree in the middle. My peach tree is there, even though it's still in a pot. I haven't planted that. On the deck here I have red salvia, begonia in the real basket. They will be outside. They'll be fine. I have to put the salvia in the ground. The lemon tree here I have to bring in because it struggled really hard last winter. I had it in the greenhouse, but it wasn't warm enough in the greenhouse, so I'll bring that inside. My succulents will remain outside. They do fine. This on my handmade trellis arbor is Morning Glory. Just threw some seeds in the ground and it did well that fast, grew that fast in one summer. Senior seeds, same thing, just threw the seeds in the ground and they grew really quick. I have two mulberry grasses here. One upper left, that's last year planted, and one lower right flopped. That's a baby. I just put that in there this year. And center upper is that handmade trellis arbor again, and I just put some star jasmine over it. And that's just another view of the flopped mulberry grass. And my little courtyard area, I have a leopard plant, big, beautiful round leaves. In a pot, I need to find a home for that in the ground where it's happy. And this is just my sitting area where I take my breaks. That's Shasta daisy planted in the ground from seedlings, and it's doing well. Right up to the next to the mulberry grass, along with some hellebores. And you can see the new bed, the upper left with the two boxwoods there. Here, that's the dog fennel that was pulled out of the woods, and I planted there. Then it started dying, so I'm going to take it out and put something else there. Oak leaf hydrangea that's in a pot, and that will remain in the pot because it did well, and I don't know exactly where to put it yet. Look at that marigold. Look how tall it's got. I love the marigolds. They are so resilient. Look at the watermelons. I have 3. Still have 3 watermelons. Awesome. So I'm hoping that they get big enough to enjoy. They're going for it, and they're growing in a grow bag. This is my dogwood. I don't know, it got attacked by something. I'll spray it. Well, the leaves will fall off, so I'll just keep an eye on it for next spring. This is the mulberry grass from the back view of it. The lantanas and the heuchera and the Shasta daisy. And this I just got. What is this? This is the lemon. What is that plant? I have to look it up. But I just got that from the Growers Outlet. Yes, and those are junipers. Those are the ground cover junipers along next to the Blue Point juniper. Now these get about 8 feet, which is perfect for the top of the slope there. My Varilla, I love those. They look so pretty even in the winter. They hold their color and their form. And purple fountain grass that will die off. It's growing in the trellis there. I think there's just 3 left. Should be able to harvest 3 more for the year. And that's the grass too. Just got that one. This is the grass that I put there to block the utility box there. And my Goldmop cypress, love that. That's going to create a block for the AC units. Although I may put something else there also. Kind of gated in. My moringa. Look how well the moringa is doing. So it doesn't like the winters here, so I'm gonna cut that back also. Harvest the leaves and cover it up, mulch it in real good. It came back this year, so I'm looking forward to it coming back next spring. And these are the purple Mexican petunias. They were on clearance, looking really sad and small, and they just took off. So now they're too close. So I'll have to move one. I have a mock orange that you don't see. So I'll take out the mock orange and put it there. This is weeping willow. And that needs to come out because it's too close to the border. It's going to get too big for that place. And on the right, this is the purple passion. This is my new Arizona cypress that I just put in the ground. And this is the new bed, the Blue Point juniper that was struggling. It's doing better, but still not good enough, so I will remove it, put it somewhere else. And that's a euphorbia bush. I have 4 of them there. Right here in the center is another oak leaf hydrangea that I got off clearance at Lowe's. And a hibiscus. And I don't think it likes its space. It's kind of struggling, but I'm going to leave everything in this bed until spring and see how they bounce back. That came from my crepe myrtle. It's a self-starter, so I stuck it there. And that is from a seed. I planted that, but the notes got away from it, so I don't know what it is. Azaleas, 1 in the ground, 1 in the pot. I was testing the area, see if it liked being there. And this is my cameo cypress. I had it on the deck, and I'm contemplating whether I want to put that in the center here. I think that'll do better there than the Blue Point juniper. And this is the back view of my Arizona cypress. That gets about 30 feet, so it has a lot of space to grow. That just went aground. This is is that the Shasta daisy? No, that's the heuchera, and this is the Shasta daisy. And I grew that from seed. Didn't get any flowers, but next spring, I'm sure I'll get some. And this is my lemon. I have a note there, but I'm not there, so I'll give that to you, the name of it, on the next tour. And these are my hostas. They like that space, so they will stay. And that's another boxwood. They've been there for a couple of years. Now this is my Japanese maple. I got this on clearance. And it's in the pot. So it was getting burnt, so I have it there so it can be in shade under the umbrella and this spot gets the least amount of direct sun, but I do have to find a place for it in the ground eventually. And that's a nice view of my leopard plant. In a pot, I had that in the ground and it struggled, so I pulled it out and put it back in the pot. And I have to treat this. This is another crepework that I just got from the Growers Outlet. And it looks like that powdery mildew. So I'll treat that and trim off the dead wood. And put that, well, I'll leave it in the pot for now. And these are ferns that were planted this year. I think that's the ostrich fern, but don't hold me to that. I'm not sure. Another fern on this side, along with my sunshine ligustrum. That was in the ground. I had to take that out, put it and leave it in a pot, and it's doing better. And that's a short plant. I don't think that's perennial, but if it is, see, all this is going to be cleared out, getting all that. That's a butterfly bush. Also, that struggles there. I don't think it had enough space. So I'll cut that back and see if I can get it out and put it in another place. Yeah, this is the slope to the far left, far right of my sloped bed. That's the zinnias. They grow from seed in one season. And they're about 8 feet tall. So next year we'll do it again. Just plant the seeds in the ground. And this is the Morning Glory. Looking at it from the ground level now. And that's from seed. So all that grew in one season. So that's one side of the arbor, and on the other side, it's the wisteria. This is a northern oaks grass that was spreading like wildflower. So I put that in a pot to contain it. Yeah, this side of the arbor is the wisteria. Flowers gets really pretty purple flowers early in season, but they don't last. Once it gets hot there, they're gone. So that's why I did the Morning Glory on the other side. And this is another elderberry, black lace elderberry, still in a pot because I want to find the right space for it where it will be happy. Same with those hostas, they were being attacked by the rabbits and the deer, so they're protected right now. And this is another one of my projects, seeds that the tag got away from it, so I don't know what it is. I have to wait until it's fully grown and pushes out something. Okay, and this is the York elderberry, which is right next to the dappled willow. Trying to decide how to handle that because they both, the York had actually died off, and now this summer it started growing again. Here is my japonica in a pot, another black lace elderberry in a pot. That's the top of my broccoli there. And this is the Mexican grass. I got that last year. That was a gift from Cherie, along with some other plants. And this is a smoke bush. And they have to be where they're happy. They need really good drainage, so I'm trying to find a place for it. This is my avocado that's something bit. So I will put that up on the deck to protect it until it gets a little bigger and stronger. Yeah, that's the japonica on the left, and the smoke lace elderberry, black lace elderberry. The elephant ears, of course, they're not perennial in my area. I'm in zone 8B. So I will just plant new bulbs. And to the right of the elephant ears is the bridal wreath spirea, which puts out really pretty blooms in the spring. And I will put that in the ground somewhere. I'm thinking where I'll pull out the weeping willow. I think it would look good and do well there because it doesn't get too wide, so it won't encroach on my neighbor. Yeah, so that's the weeping willow where I think I'll put the bridal wreath. And that's my neighbor. Where you see the rubber ring, he had an apple tree that was, the deer just feasted on it before it got the apples. So never, I don't think it's alive now, not sure. And that's the property line marker. So that's why I'm going to take out the weeping willow, because this thing gets huge. Hopefully I can get it back closer to the pond where it will be very happy, because it'll be near its own water source, because it likes a lot of water. And the Arizona cypress, that gets about 30 feet tall. So it has plenty of room to stretch out. Right here, there's nothing, no tree hovering above it. And it's going to get 8 feet wide, so it has that space. I may have to move, well, we'll see. I may have to move I was going to put some decorative brick there. So next year, maybe I'll move that. And this is probably the last of my Roman tomatoes that's in the grow pot, a cloth grow pot. And that's more of the northern oaks grass that I had to stick in a pot because it was just sprouting up everywhere. And this is the west side of my home. So I have grasses there. I think that's the grass is at. Gets the big white plumes on it. Can't remember the technical name of it. And this one, I'm not sure which one that is, but obviously that one doesn't get too tall. That's in the back of the greenhouse on the west side. So they'll be fine. And yeah, that's the bonnet grass. So you're looking at the wisteria on the trellis there. And that's my palm that's gone back inside the house. It's a house plant. Yep. And that's juniper in the pot between the two chairs there. It was in the ground and it wasn't happy, so I put it in a pot. So it's a lot of experimentation. You just have to see what works. And I've been doing a lot of moving things around. There's no signs of life on my fennel, and it was looking so gorgeous back in the woods where it just grew itself. And I pulled it out and put it here. I should have left it and just kind of created a bed around it, but in hindsight, I realized that's what I should have done, because it's not happy where it is. And this is my break area, bench. I want to get a wood bench so I'm better grounded to the earth. I created a resting pad for my feet out of some moss, where you can just sit and really relax and reconnect to the earth. And this is the moly grass, and these are new blooms coming out. So gorgeous. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.